Hey, we are week 2 into August, and still no signs of the new 3-inch Sonic figures that we were promised. Although there are new Sonic toys coming in. These are plushes. The proportions are kind of weird. I think there was some crosstalk whether they were making classic or modern style. And the thing that's special about these is that they play sound effects. From what I can tell, they both play the same sound effects, so I'll just play them for you. Okay, that's the sound you get from collecting a Chaos Emerald. That's a jump. That's collecting a ring. That's hitting a signpost. That's a spring. And back to the beginning. Isn't that, like, why are there so many plushes anyway? I mean, and it's not just Sonic. What is it? Did they just, what is with all the popularity of plush toys right now? I want action figures, man. I come here for action figures. Hey everybody, here I am at Nintendo World. And I'm in their little display where it's kind of like a mini museum where they keep the history of Nintendo available for all fans, including some of the most famous franchises like Donkey Kong. They show off some hardware like the light gun and some of their more famous original games. A bunch of Mario merchandise, so everything from POW blocks to old statues. The original game for the Atari 2600. We also got bobbleheads and stuff. Lots of cool stuff. And they also have some, since Kid Icarus Uprising came out, they've made a whole new thing for the Kid Icarus. And there's a big Metroid section too. And check it out. It's the original Joyride Studios Samus figure. Yeah, she's not as good as the Figma, but this really was the first commercially purchasable Samus figure that you could get. And she comes with a swappable head. There's also a really badass statue of Dark Suit Samus from Metroid Prime 2. That's kind of awesome. They got a lot of cool statues for the Legend of Zelda collection, including a laser-etched crystal with Link inside of it. An actual ocarina. Look, they even have, I actually have this figure right here. I have that one. I got it from Joyride Studios. Although I would love to have the little Giku and Goron Link. There's no Zora Link though. That seems like a waste, because Zora Link was the coolest form. Then we have more stuff. Kirby, Star Fox, F-Zero, all that good stuff. Fire Emblem with big old sword. Not the Master Sword, it's from Fire Emblem, not Zelda. Of course, there's a huge Pokemon section, because there has to be a Pokemon section. I don't really like Pokemon, but, you know, I used to be a fan, and I don't actively dislike it nowadays. So it's still pretty cool. And we have Animal Crossing stuff, Pikmin, gotta love Pikmin. And some more titles, including What's Lost in the Glare, Custom Robo. There we go. Then they have a little display here. Has a lot more stuff, including hats, shirt designs, miniatures, and some of the hardware from days long past, like the infamous Power Glove, which made its premiere in the movie The Wizard. I love the Power Glove. It's so bad. An Astro Boy themed Game Boy Color. I had a Game Boy Color. The famous Gulf War Game Boy that's half melted but still works, playing a demo of Tetris. Thank you. To the Virtual Boy. This is wow, the Virtual Boy.
These are the game cartridges. See that right there? That's the game cartridge.
The Japanese version of the Super Nintendo. Remember, this is the American version. There's the Super Famicom. And the original Famicom, which was the Japanese NES.
Come on, let's go.
They even have the old Hanafuda cards, which were made in the 1800s, showing Nintendo was a game company even in the 19th century. And of course, Rob the Robot, complete with the gyro set, so that he could play Gyro Knight, which is awesome. Hey, remember when I pointed these things out in Toys R Us? The little remote-controlled cars? Well, that's what you find in Toys R Us. But if you come all the way out here to Nintendo World, you can find this. It's still radio-controlled, but let's see. How do I show you the scale? There's my hand. I don't think I've seen such a huge remote-controlled car with a licensed character on it. I'd love to see how fast this thing can actually go. I bet it zooms. You know, they have school supplies, Kinect kits. I remember I used to be such a huge fan of Kinect when I was a kid. Although nowadays it seems like Kinect is just more like another knockoff Lego. I remember Kinect used to be all these parts. It was like putting together straws. You can make really big, impressive stuff with it. But now they seem to be compatible with Legos. I don't think I really like that. I kind of like when Kinect is more of its own thing. Kids, they have Phantom Hourglass, buildable figures, playsets, of course related to Kinects. Bunch of plushy keychain things, and you know, everything from lip balm to candy to figurines. Although one thing I still can't find, no matter how many times I go to the store, properly articulated action figures. It's like the one thing that they don't make. Hey Eli, what's up? Here's my buddy Eli. He's welcoming me here to Manhattan so that I may visit. There's the Zero Suit Samus statue, and versions of her gunship. This is the one she flew in Metroid Prime. It's a lot thinner and sleeker. This is the gunship that people will be more familiar with, at least from this angle, which is blocked by the thing. But you get the idea. And coffee mugs. I think it would be best to end on an image of coffee mugs.
Remember, left hand.
This is the right hand seal. Yeah, check me out.
You got some people in the picture.
It's actually pretty heavy.
About 15 to 20 pounds.
I wouldn't be able to walk around with this for a very long time. Especially considering that it's on my swinging arm.
That's cruel.
My right arm is
No, he told me to. He told me to record it.
This mural thing is a photo mosaic. It's like, when you look, there's pictures of little people in every pixel. That's pretty awesome. Right.